You know, before the movie even started, I leaned over to my wife and I said, just giving you fair warning, this movie's gonna be stupid, but I'm hoping for at least a decent action flick. Stupid does not even begin to describe this movie. So, XXX Return of Xander Cage is Vin Diesel's latest attempt to start another movie franchise. He already has the Fast and the Furious films, which I really love. Riddick hasn't really worked out for him so far, so he's returning to his original XXX series, which I think started back in 2002, I want to say. It could be around there sometime, but back when the extreme sports were really happening. So it's his attempt to revive another film franchise. Now, I saw the first one. I don't really remember much about it, to be honest. The second one with Ice Cube, I just totally avoided. It just looks so stupid. But, action movies are kind of rare nowadays. I figured, let's give it a shot. But the stupidity of the writing in this movie, I mean, come on. I was like, usually it's my wife who leans over to me and, like, gives me that death look, like, seriously? She's like... But this time it was me doing it to her. I mean, I did it like 3 times in the movie. I'm like, it's just so preposterous. I mean, well, just to give you a little brief summary of the story, which just doesn't really matter, it's so stupid, but Xander Cage, Vin Diesel, he comes back to work for whatever government agency it is that he works for, the XXX team or whatever you want to call it. They need to find something called the Pandora's Box, which kills satellites or something, I don't know. So he puts together a team to get this thing done. Now, one of the people on his team, he apparently picks because he's a really good DJ. And I'm totally serious. All this guy does during the film is DJ parties. Why is he on this covert team or whatever? Nobody knows. And that's just one example. I mean, the writing in this movie is just so preposterous. I mean, they have a Deus Ex Machina in this film, which is where, something happens or a character comes at the very end out of nowhere to help solve the problems of the heroes. And this character comes out of nowhere again, but it's just totally idiotic why he's there. I mean, the explanation behind it is just so ridiculous. I mean, what is the chance of this particular character being at that particular place at that particular time? It's like 1 in 20 gazillion. There's no way it could happen. I mean, like, it just blows you away how stupid this movie is. And you have another scene where the plane is kind of making this free fall dive, and you got people fighting around in zero gravity like it's Inception. And I don't think that's how physics works, but apparently that's how it works in XXX universe. I don't know. But so what? The writing is stupid. Who cares? Is the action fun? It's fun to a point, and it just takes you to this point where, like, it's just so ridiculous. I mean, you got some scenes in there where, surfing motorcycles and skateboarding on buses, and it's just so freaking ridiculous. I'm like, I was just rolling my eyes left and right. I mean, I can suspend my disbelief, no problem whatsoever. I love action films. I know that they get ridiculous, but it's all in the meaning of fun. But this film, it just takes it to another level. I mean, what the hell? I mean, the action is just so ridiculous. I mean, it just got me so frustrated. I couldn't believe the movie was this stupid. And then, speaking of action, you got these really big international stars. You got Donnie Yen, you got Tony Jaa from Ong Bak. I mean, these are 2 legit martial artists. I really wish they could have greater roles in American films. Again, they're wasted. I mean, American directors just don't know how to direct a good fight scene. I mean, the editing in this film is just so all over the place. Like, edits don't even last for like a half a second. It's just cut, 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 cut. I mean, you don't know what the hell's going on. And then you got Donnie Yen doing his silky smooth moves and doing all these kicks and jumps and whatnot, and you don't know what the hell's going on. You don't even know if it's him. It could be someone else. And Tony Jaa, I mean, at least he's having fun in this movie. Tony Jaa, really, you could really tell he's having a lot of fun. So kudos to him for that. But again, this guy does some of the craziest stunts ever in Ong Bak. And what does he do in this film? Just kind of jumps around like a gymnast and doesn't really do much else. I mean, it's just such a total waste. Director DJ Caruso, I mean, his previous films like Eagle Eye and Disturbia, they were okay, thriller type films. So I wasn't really expecting too much out of this one. But man, his stock has sunk so low with me now. I mean, I really don't want to watch another DJ Caruso film because of this. Vin Diesel, he needs to know his limitations. I mean, he's trying to become this leading man, and he's throwing all these one-liners out and kind of grinning at the camera like, yeah, I'm the shit, XXX baby, Vin Diesel. But no, it does not work. I mean, it does not match with him at all. The strong silent type, yeah, he can pull that off. Fast and the Furious, doesn't say much. actions speak louder than words, that's fine. But in a movie like this, where he is the leading man and he has to be funny, charismatic, sexy, he is none of those things. I mean, I'm sorry. I like Vin Diesel in some certain movies, but in this movie, XXX, it is over. I mean, just please give it up. You know who this movie is for? This movie is for those guys like that movie Howard and Kumar in that convenience store. Those freaking really asshole frat guys, you know, going extreme.
Extreme guy! Man, that was so fucking extreme! Extreme cheddar!
That's who this movie is for. If that's you, go watch XXX. I mean, I don't know who else would enjoy this movie. You know, overall, this movie is for 12-year-olds. It's written by 12-year-olds, it seems like. It's not worth your time, but this movie will just make you leave the theater shaking your head and like feeling 20 IQ points dumber. I'm serious. So, XXX, Return of Xander Cage gets a 2 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more reviews from me, please subscribe. The button's right there. And we'll see you again.